Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you the best Barioth guide out there. All attacks, tips, and tricks. And we are going to begin with Barioth's Monster Guide entry. It is a flying wyvern species. It is only found in forests. Its elemental attack is ice, and its elemental weakness is fire. With its breakable parts being the head, the left spike, the right spike, and its tail, which can only be severed. As for its main characteristics, we have it's known for its massive fangs coming out of its mouth. Well, it's a tiger, flying white tiger thingy. Of course it's going to have huge teeth. It uses its spike-like skills from its forelegs and tail to run across slippery ice. So it can skate across ice using its spikes on its forelegs and tail. And it's used for information. It taunts you with wildly varying movements. So it is like a boxer. It will feint and try to destroy you by taunting you and egg you on to attacking it. It is capable of flying, and its perfect evades are preferred to avoid its swift strikes. Openings can be created if you break the spikes on its wings, and blunt weapons are best at breaking its spikes.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
That's one of my favorite Marvel scenes on time, and that's how it's going to feel when you take on Barioth. And Barioth's attacks, we're going to start off at number 1 with its lunging bite. Barioth will lunge towards you and try to bite you, and that was one signal. Barioth will jump at you super fast before it tries to bite you. You can dodge this by rolling backwards once. Note, this attack has a short range, but it's lightning fast, and you have 1 second to dodge it. It is super quick, so you have to dodge right away once you notice it's about to use this move. At number 2, we have the 180-degree diving Pounce. Barioth will jump in the air and try to squish you with its body while turning 180 degrees. It has one signal. Barioth will put its feet together, squat, and roar at you before it jumps. Here you go. Put together its feet, squat, and roar at you before it jumps, and pam. You can dodge this by rolling left or right while Barioth is turning its body in midair. It's very specific. While it's turning its body in midair, this is how you can dodge it, like this. Note, this attack is very difficult to dodge unless you have the timing down. So, you have to dodge when it turns 180 air, otherwise you aren't going to be able to dodge this. So you need to have really good timing in order to dodge this attack. At number 3 for Barioth's attacks, we have the high diving Pounce. Barioth will jump high in the sky and try to pounce at you, and it has one signal. Barioth will hop back and stand tall before it jumps. It is in this example. As you see, it's going to hop back. You see the short bunny hop? And stand tall right before it jumps high in the sky. You can dodge this by rolling right or backwards. And here's a note. This attack has a long windup, so it's easy to dodge. But if you are too close when Barioth lands, the tremor will actually stun you. So as you see here, right here, there's that small tremor and the dunce flies in the air. If you're too close to Barioth, this attack will stun you, so keep that in mind. At number 4 for Barioth's attacks, moving on, we have the shoulder ram. The classic shoulder ram. Barioth will jump high in the sky and try to pounce at you, and has one signal. Barioth will hop back on its side before it attacks. And like many where it will just load up on its side, Barioth will actually do an extra hop right before it hits you with its shoulder. So you can dodge this by rolling backwards multiple times. And here's a note, this attack has a long windup, so it's pretty easy to dodge. Just like NFL football, American football players that try to hit you with their shoulders, guess what? You can dodge this pretty easily, so just be careful, keep mindful of it, and you will easily dodge this attack. Moving on, at number 6, we have one of 2 tail variations, first starting off with the front tail sweep. Barioth will try to sweep the area in front of you with its tail. It has one signal. Barioth will step back and raise its tail before it swings it. So you see it's raising its tail right before it swings it. You can dodge this by rolling backwards or left or right at the right timing of the tail swing. But here's an important note. Right after this, Barioth will start flying right after this attack. So as you see, right after it does this attack, it starts flying in the air. And for the second variation of Barioth's attacks, we have the back tail sweep. We have a front and now we have a back one. Barioth will sweep the area with its tail in a 360 motion. And it has one signal. Barioth will look behind it right before it swings its tail. So as you see, it's going to look behind it and then bam, it shall swing its tail. You can dodge this by rolling backwards or left or right at the right timing of the tail swing. And here's an important note. Just like the last one, Barioth will start flying after this attack. So as you see, after the tail swing, it will hop in the air and start flying right after this attack. So keep that in mind. Now lucky number 7, Barioth's attacks, we got the Ice Shot Tornado. Barioth will fire an ice projectile at you that will create an ice tornado. It has one signal. Barioth will plant its legs and raise its head. The head will then have an icy trail coming out of it. This is the dead giveaway. Literally, the icy trail coming out of its mouth is going to be one of the easiest dead giveaways. Right here. Bam. Icy trail. Bam. Fires. You can dodge this by rolling backwards or left or right. Note, this attack is pretty easy to dodge, but do not roll into or get hit by the tornado, and you'll see an example on the next one, because there's 2 ways it's going to fire this attack. And here's the second version I'm talking about. At number 8 for Barioth's attacks, the Flying Ice Shot Tornado. While it is flying, Barioth will fire an ice projectile at you that will create an ice tornado, and as one signal. Barioth will snap its head back while flying and have an icy trail coming out of its mouth. There's the icy trail coming out of its mouth. Bam. You can dodge this by rolling backwards or left or right. Here's a note. The attack is pretty easy to dodge, but do not roll or get hit by the tornado, because as here you'll fly in the air and get stunned. And here's an important note. Barioth will follow up with another attack right after this one. So after this attack, look out for another one that's coming right after it. And the attack I'm talking about right after is at number 9 for Barioth's attacks, the Flying 180 Diving Pounce. After firing a Flying Ice Tornado shot, Barioth will dive towards you and try to slam into you. And here's one signal. Barioth will fly high in the air before it dives into you. So as you see, it's flying high in the air right before it dives into you. You can dodge this by rolling forward, then left or right at the right time. This attack is easy to dodge if you roll away from Barioth after it fires its Flying Ice Tornado shot. So if you just keep rolling away from it after the Flying Ice Tornado shot, you'll be able to easily dodge this attack. So keep that in mind, instead of having to do the hard timing when it's right, then dodging left or right. And at number 10, Barioth wouldn't be complete without the signature roar. Barioth will let out a roar that stuns you, and it has one signal. Barioth will step out wide, here you go, it's stepping out wide, and then it's going to shake its head right before it lets out its roar. You can dodge this by rolling at the perfect time. Here's a note though, an important note, this attack does no damage and has no follow-up. Unlike Bambro and Radobon, there's no follow-up after this roar, thankfully, so you don't have to worry about that. And last but not least, here's my Barioth tips and tricks. Barioth is difficult to dodge up close, so if you're up close in its face, it's pretty hard to dodge, so be very careful. But with that being said, don't wait to engage Barioth. It has a large hitbox and can be quick to attack. So just go right after it and go for its left or right spikes on its wings right away. This is because Barioth is very vulnerable after having one of its parts broken. Remember, Barioth will go into flight mode right after its tail attack, so you don't want to risk anything. Barioth, out of all the other monsters, has this ridiculously high hitbox and it's lightning quick. So you'll want to run after it and engage it right away. Especially for you bow/bowgun mains, you can easily just blast its spikes on its wings to death. So it makes it easier for you. But with that being said, hopefully this guide helps you take on this huge flying white tiger monster. It's super cool. It reminds me of the White Tiger Zord from the Power Ranger series, if you know that we could be friends. And with that being said, please do me a huge favor. Please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. These videos take a while because I have to slow down each and every monster attack. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.